So with Grapploct being one of the coolest Gen 8 Pokemon, it saddens me to say that it's actually one of the worst fighting types in the game. While the stats are alright, there's nothing too bad about its stats. It just doesn't have anything really going for it. So first off, what I want to do to buff it up is first off, change the typing. Why is it a pure fighting type? I never understood why it was never a water fighting. It just makes so much sense. It's an octopus, you can counter it in the water while it's chasing you, it has a bunch of water type moves like liquidation. Why is this not a water typing? It never made sense for me. So I need to have it be water fighting. It just makes so much sense. Water is one of the best typings in the game. You could argue it's being like the third fifth typing best typing in the game. And I guess they never gave it water typing because they didn't want to clash with something like, let's say, Polygraph, even though we have a lot more pure fighting types. I never understood. And then for the stats, I think for the most part, it doesn't really need much to be changed. All I want to do is change its HP stat from 80 to 110 to make it live a little bit longer while having it a little bit more bulk, right? Because it's already really slow. I don't think it needs a lot of speed to do well. I think giving it a little bit more HP would just give it a much better way to live, and it can still be slow and hit relatively hard. 118 is not bad at all. And then for its abilities, I don't think anything needs to be changed. Limber is alright. I mean, pretty much what happens is that you can't get paralyzed, but it doesn't really matter too much since you're already really slow. And for the most part, people won't care too much about paralyzing a really slow Pokemon. They really care more about paralyzing the more faster Pokemon that will give them more of a trouble. And then its other ability being Technician, which is one of my favorite tech abilities in the game. Cop Cop, Scizor, Scyther, my favorite Pokemon. Anyways, what it does is it powers up anything 60 base power for an attack or lower and boosts up by 1.5. Now, this is actually a really good ability to have because there's a lot of weak moves that has a lot of good effects. But the problem with it is that Grapploct, I almost said the other one, what's his name? Octillery, I almost said that, but anyways. Uh, the problem with that is that it doesn't really have any moves that can really utilize it. Because what do you have? Drain Punch, you have Close Combat, you don't even have Mach Punch. So what I want to do is I want to give it a few different options for the new Technician ability, right? So what I would do is that, for first off, for raw power alone, I would give it Force Palm. So what it does is a 60 base power move, which would boost up with Technician to 90 base power, and has a 30% chance to paralyze. This would be pretty solid all around. I mean, it's a good effect, it has solid power. You might want to use close combat over anything, but hey, it's much better than having nothing for Technician. And then also, as I was saying, Mach Punch. It makes no sense why it doesn't have Mach Punch. Pretty much priority and 40 base power, pretty much a Scizor Bullet Punch, but for fighting types, right? And then, since I'm giving it water typing, I might as well give it Flip Turn, which is 60 base power, which pretty much is U-turn for water types, and it gets boosted by Technician. I feel like this would make it a lot better to deal with, since Grapploct is already going to be a water typing, right? And then you also have something like, let's say, Brutal Swing for, let's say, the freaking psychic types if you have to have trouble with them. And then also Aerial Ace, I guess, since they can't miss and flying is not bad to have. And maybe even Rock Tomb, because hey, lower speed, you get Rock type move, you're a fighting type, you can deal with, let's say, flying types a lot better. And anyways, thank you all for watching, and if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I like Grapploct, and goodbye.